All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking Memphis today because they are on another win streak. They're going to be the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. And when you really dive into the statistics, first off, being 18-2 without your star player, I mean, that is unbelievable. I actually can't think of a single team in the NBA ever that would have that more mind-blowing of a statistic. Like, I'm thinking, you guys know I live here in Chicago, like 96 Bulls. Say MJ missed 20 games. They're not going 18-2. I mean, that was like one of, if not the best team of all time. I have a hard time believing they'd go 18-2. Now, I am a little bit worried about Ja because I believe they're going to just kind of like reevaluate him before the playoffs. And, there's some fear there. Like, if you don't have a fully healthy Ja Morant, that's not great. That's not great. So, right, when you really break down the statistics, the Memphis Grizzlies have the 4th best defense. They actually have the best defense in the last, I suck at math. The actual stat was basically Memphis had, I think, the 2nd worst defense or worst defense in the entire NBA through 27 games. So 27 games to 70, whatever we're at right now, they've had the best defense. So you factor that in. You have a top defense in the NBA, like undisputed. You can't argue it. You really can't. And we'll talk about why a little later on. And you have the most points scored. They lead the entire league for most points. As far as offensive efficiency goes, they're number 5. So you are a top 5 offense. You are a top 5 defense. You have the most score points in the entire NBA. You are number 1 in rebounding, as was it Pat Riley said? I don't think it was Pat Riley. Rebounding gets you rings or something like that. There's a famous quote in the basketball world where it's like you won't win unless you rebound or something. Something about rebounding equating to championships. So why can't Memphis do it? I don't have a reason. I think they actually can. So welcome back to the channel, man. We're posting Grizzlies videos pretty much every day right now. I think I've actually made a Grizzlies video every day for probably the last week. If you guys enjoy this video, hit the like button, drop a comment down below on your thoughts. Let's try and hit 100 likes on today's video. I don't think I've ever had a Grizzlies video get over like 50 likes. So Grind City, help me out here. Anyways, Memphis, like I said, I am a little bit worried about Ja, but we'll deal with Ja when the time comes. Last night, they beat the brakes off. Let's actually pull up the stat sheet here. They beat the brakes off of the Golden State Warriors. Now, granted, Golden State is a lot different right now, but that defense was hounding them. Golden State still has plenty of pieces to win a basketball game. The Grizzlies were hounding them. They held Golden State to 40% shooting in the entire game. They also forced 15 turnovers. So last night they were super low on players. Desmond Bane, Tyus Jones, Steven Adams, Dillon Brooks, Kyle Anderson. I have 2 players I specifically want to talk about right out of the get-go, and that is actually 3. D'Anthony Melton. Last night off of the bench, 21 minutes, 21 points, plus 21. That cannot be a coincidence. 8 of 13 from the field, 5 of 9 from downtown, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Plays gritty, plays grindy, gets back on defense, hustles, makes other players better around him. D'Anthony Melton has scored 20 points in 5 straight games. That's the backup point guard. That is the backup point guard, and that was the backup point guard last night with Tyus Jones getting the start. I love Tyus Jones, though. I love Tyus Jones. So that's the first player, D'Anthony Melton. Number 2, I want to talk about Triple J because he didn't play last night. There was no Triple J in the lineup last night. This guy might actually win Defensive Player of the Year. He might win Defensive Player of the Year. See, stack in a healthy Triple J, which I know he came back at the end of last year, but let's be real, like, this is a much better Triple J in every way, shape, and form. You got a Triple J down there, and then you have Steven Adams, who is averaging a career high in rebounds with, I think it's literally exactly 10. I think it's actually 10.0 rebounds right now. That is unbelievable. There was a funny-ass quote. I can't remember who it was. I think it was D'Anthony Melton or somebody was talking about Steven Adams. He was like, yeah, he just gets it. Like, he just knows what to do. And Steven Adams responded like, I just stand there, mate. Something like that. Steven Adams, Aquaman, this guy is actually one of the most lovable dudes in the entire NBA. I don't think anybody is rooting against Steven Adams. He is such a kind dude. He's such a funny soul. You can just tell, like, his vibes are awesome, and everyone's rooting for Steven Adams, or at least that's the way I see it. I'm rooting for Steven Adams, I'll tell you that for sure. Ja Morant. No Ja Morant right now, but you're looking at about 28 per game at least. Last year in the playoffs against Utah, they lost in the first round, lost in 5 completely different Memphis Grizzlies team, but I had, but Triple J, Ja Morant went 30 points, 8 assists last season in the 5 games against the Utah Jazz. Why is that a big deal? Well, it's the Utah Jazz. I know Utah, especially right now, they're suffering. I think Utah's, at the time of this recording, they've lost like 4 straight basketball games. I think they're down to the 5 seed right now. And I think they're actually might be at jeopardy falling more than that. But anyways, Utah, regardless if it's in the playoffs or not, they still have a phenomenal defense, right? They can't score come playoff time for several different reasons, but we're not talking about Utah in today's video. You're going up against Rudy Gobert, Depoy. You're going up against Depoy. And Ja Morant was able to get into the paint. And keep this in mind, Ja Morant leads the entire NBA in paint scoring. Entire NBA leads it. Paint scoring, Ja Morant. And he did that last year against Rudy Gobert. So if you get Ja Morant back, and as we're mentioning, you're a top 5 defense. You might be the best defense. You're a top 5 offense. Number 1 in points, number 1 in rebounding. And you have a healthy Ja Morant. I have a hard time saying that, oh, yeah, Phoenix will smoke them. I know Phoenix is a really talented basketball team, but so is Memphis. 28-10 at home. All their games have playoff atmosphere vibes, and the crowd is so into it. The players are so into it. They work so well with each other, and they never give up. They're top 5 in pace. They actually might be number 1 in pace. They're top 5 in pace. I think it's either 1 or 5, so we'll call it top 5 in pace. So they were running all over. They're running everywhere, man. And you just have all these guys on this roster, man. It is crazy. Dillon Brooks coming back. He played, like 30-ish regular season games. Getting Dillon Brooks back was huge. That man can score. He can get to the rim. He can get downhill. He's a great defender. Last night, 21 points, 9 of 15 from the field. He's efficient. Then you have guys like Desmond Bane who are not afraid of the moment whatsoever. I think that's the biggest thing for me with Memphis. None of these dudes are afraid of a single thing. Their average age is 24 years old. The oldest player on their roster that has played a game this year is 28 years old. They don't have a soul. They haven't had a soul over the age of 28 the entire season play a game for them. It's crazy. This team is crazy. It's super exciting. I want other people to start getting excited about the Memphis Grizzlies. That's it for today, man. Drop a comment down below. Do you think Memphis can win it all? Let me know down below. Let me know why you can't, or why they can, why they can't. Let me know. As always, hit the like button. Let's try and get 50 likes on today's video. And daily Grizzlies videos, daily NBA videos on the channel. So, peace.